Right. Hello, guys. Good morning. This is High Priestess Jamila. You know what? Oh, you know what? I can use this day. Good morning. I thought that this would be a good idea for some readings. And you know what? I don't know. I can imagine that you probably could find some readings like this somewhere on YouTube. I want to do quick readings for all signs, and I want to ask the question to the spirits. Is drugs, like hard drugs like crack cocaine, methamphetamines, heroin, any hard drug, is that the cause for their erratic behavior? And here's the one thing that I can tell you. Okay, before I get started, one of the reasons I think that one of the main symptoms of somebody typically having some very hard drug addiction um, is hating on your money, hating on your job. I notice that people that are on hard drugs, they definitely do have a tendency to stalk you at work. I've been through this with drug addicts. So I kind of know all of the signs. And so before I get started, the one aspect of somebody that is drug addicted is that they are upset about any money that you may have or get because you're not spending your money on drugs. And so perhaps it's very triggering for them to see money that they're not able to spend on drugs. Okay. So we're going to go through each zodiac sign. Welcome to the channel. Make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button because I said I need answers on this because it just makes no sense for people to be that upset to the point where if they're not able to use what you have, I guess, to buy drugs, they hate you. Or maybe at that moment they don't have any drugs. I don't know. This is going to be everything besides marijuana. We're not going to count marijuana, even though there are some people that can get equally as psychologically dependent on marijuana. Okay. But we're looking at hard drugs. Okay. And we're not gonna include Ophiuchus in this one. Or maybe I will. Yeah, I'll put Ophiuchus at the end. We'll do Ophiuchus last. We'll do Ophiuchus after Pisces, okay? This is something that is the burning question because it is very, very strange that I've been trying to figure out the dynamic of people's erratic behavior, people that get upset and triggered over your success. And I think that it does have something to do with some kind of drug addiction. I do. I do. I'm not even going to lie to you. So I think these readings are going to be extremely useful for those of you that need questions answered, especially a lot of y'all that, we can quickly say that it's narcissism, but what if it's drug addiction? What if it's drug addiction? We all know that drug addiction makes people very apathetic. It makes people act crazy. Probably if they see you with money, they're salivating over it because they're thinking about all of the drugs that they could have bought with that. And how dare you feed your children and provide for your family with your own money and energy? Hello, let's talk about it. Because I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy. So let's go ahead and take a look. I'm going to use my little tiny deck over here. And we're going to do some very quick yes or no. Uh, just a yes or no card. Okay, so we're going to call to Saint Michael. Thank you. Spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels, ascended masters. We want to know what's up with these strange people and their strange behavior. Very mysterious behavior. And we all know that people that are on drugs, guys, their addiction is more important than your well-being. Okay, so this is for that person that, and if you guys want a deeper reading, because I can tell you something, drug addiction can really, really, really affect a lot of people. It will have a negative domino effect on your life. Okay, I just got some disturbing information too. People threatening to flag my channel because it's so weird. So anyway, let's take a look at this, shall we? Spirit guides, we want to know, is that person on drugs? So this is the way that it goes, okay? You can either look at your zodiac sign for answers or either the other person's zodiac sign for answers, okay? Well, no, no, no. This doesn't include weed. Weed is not like that, okay? I don't count weed with that, okay? But if you want to, you can, because I think that marijuana can make a person paranoid a little bit, but marijuana ain't gonna make somebody so paranoid to the point where, they're doing some of the stuff that these people are doing. These people are very triggered by money. That's only a drug addict would do that. It's almost like they're ready to rob you. They're like they're ready to just rob you and just try to destroy your life because, how dare you? I think it's weird, okay? Okay, well, if you want to include weed, then you can. Okay, if you want to include that, I don't include that. Okay. Yeah, Zanetta London, I'm talking about cocaine. I'm talking about crack cocaine. I'm talking about methamphetamines. Marijuana is being legalized in so many different states because it's not necessarily considered a drug, it's considered an herb. Yeah. Yeah, so that's mainly what we're focused on, not marijuana. Um, but I think that if somebody is addicted to and I'm gonna try to guess which one it is, because I can tell you this: meth makes people really evil. Like, that's what I heard about it from somebody else, that's a sign that somebody could be on methamphetamines if they're just very evil. And see, as an empath, I've picked up on that, and I tend to stay away from drug addicts, seriously. And, I think that they should disclose. I think drug addicts should let you know that they're on drugs, but they probably would be too embarrassed. Crack cocaine is very different from meth, but I know that typically crack users will do meth as a replacement. So we'll take a look. Let's take a look and see what messages we get. Spirits, we want to. So again, the way that this works is that you can either look at their zodiac sign or to get answers, or you can look at your own zodiac sign, okay, to get answers. Especially if you don't know this person's zodiac sign, or if you feel like it doesn't resonate. Like, come on, there's no way that this person is not on some kind of dope. You got to be a dope fiend to be that erratic. You do. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, methamphetamine is like the devil's dust. It is. It's disgusting. Okay. All right. Spirits, we want to look at each zodiac sign, including Ophiuchus. We want to know and ask the question, is that person's erratic behavior due to drug use? Okay, yes or no. Major arcanas and even numbers it will indicate yes. Odd numbers and core cards would indicate no. Okay, we're going to look at the Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Okay, we want to know, in Ophiuchus, we want to know if each zodiac sign is addicted to some kind of hard drug besides marijuana. Yes or no? Okay, I think that this will help you guys in how to deal with them. Because, honestly, I believe that they just really need to go to rehab. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. So I got more no answers than I expected. Let's start with the Aries. Aries got the Nine of Wands in the reverse position. So this would indicate that for whoever is watching this particular reading, okay, that if you're dealing with an Aries, they're not on hard drugs, okay? I do feel that if you are dealing with the Aries, they probably are smoking a little bit too much marijuana, okay? That seemed like that would be an Aries drug of choice. And they're kind of paranoid. They're a little paranoid, okay, because they may need to, take a break or something, or but no, it's not hard drugs for your Aries, from what Spirit is saying, because we're going by the major arcanas, or we're doing a yes or no, okay? Now, moving on to the Tauruses. Taurus has got the Two of Swords upright. If you're dealing with a Taurus, the answer is yes, that Taurus is definitely on hard drugs. Just looking at the illustration of this card, I'm using my tiny deck. I would say that it would be more so crystal meth. Okay, just looking at the illustration. Okay, let me see where's my camera, because I can actually show you the cards real quick. Hold on a second. Okay, in case you guys were perplexed by their behavior. Okay. See that card? Don't it just say crystal meth or methamphetamine? So if you're dealing with a Taurus, the answer is yes. That is the reason for their erratic behavior. In fact, I feel like if you're dealing with a Taurus, I feel like it's almost like a long kiss goodnight. Like they just won't let it go. Okay. And they possibly need to. I mean, I feel that this is where they are. I feel like a lot of people are dealing with Tauruses. And keep in mind, you can actually go by the 13th sign astrology chart as well, because I believe that this, if you can't interpret it, through the regular astrology, look at because if you're like, wait a minute, this person has got to be on some drugs, okay? Um, for Tauruses, the answer is yes, and it looks like to me it's either crack or meth that they are on, okay? Seriously, this is the most ratchet reading channel ever, but you know what? You got to get down to the to what's going on. Advice for the Tauruses. Okay. So the sun comes up in the reverse position. I feel like this person is just really, really depressed. I mean, God, just down in the dumps. I feel like they are just draining to y'all. I feel like there's either a fire sign person that's dealing with this Taurus, um, and they're just so low vibratory. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like what Spirit is saying with the Sun card in the reverse position is to just protect yourself, protect your vibes from them. I know that. Ooh, and I need to relight up my candle. I've been staying vigilant over here, y'all. That's why I ain't been near about bothered by any of their issues for real. Because sometimes I feel that I am dealing with a bunch of drug addicts. Well, not a bunch, just one drug addict that is crazy. Also, but I've been protecting my energy by protecting my spiritual gifts from people that are low vibratory. So I can tell that a lot of y'all, either an air sign, you can be an air sign, or either a fire sign, you are dealing with um somebody just very toxic, just very, very toxic, okay, is what that sun card is telling me in the reverse position. And I feel like only fire can help with toxic people. So let me get this. Hold on, y'all, be right back. Okay. Yeah, because I got attacked this morning, and normally when this person attacks me, it just makes my chest feel all full and like something is wrong. It just really, really stresses me out. And that didn't happen today, y'all. Because I'm not gonna let somebody else's problem stress me out. I'm starting to see very clear what's wrong with certain people. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I had to light up my little candle because I've been keeping it lit. Okay, so yeah. Let's move on to the Gemini. Now, the Gemini is very interestingly, y'all got the King of Swords in the upright position. And so I feel like for a majority of you guys, when it comes to the Geminis, they are just they're not on drugs. Okay. For the most part, it's not hard drugs. They're either just crazy, they're crazy. They have like mental issues, but I feel that it's also where they may be very emotionally detached. Now, like I said, there are some Geminis that if you go by the 13th sign astrology chart, they would be considered a Taurus. So if you know for a fact, like, nah, something ain't right. This person is psychotic. It's almost like it's weird to the point where it's just like total weirdness. But for the majority of Geminis, the answer is no. It could possibly be mental illness, or it could be narcissism, or it could be just that they are very emotionally detached. What advice card do y'all want to come out? Kali Ma. I've been praying with Kali Ma, yeah. The Princess of Swords comes up. Just try not to think about them, is what she's saying. Just let it roll off your back. Try to listen to some frequencies that will help clear their negative things, the negative things that they're doing, the negative things that they're saying, because they're just trying to put negative subconscious blockages in your mind. Yeah. Yeah. Check it out. The Eight of Pentacles came up in the reverse position. So this person, whoever this Gemini is that y'all dealing with, they're trying to change your perception of yourself. And this looks pretty bad. This looks pretty bad. It's not because of drugs. It's mainly because they are very childish and immature and insecure. And so with the Eight of Pentacles coming up in the reverse position, some of y'all might be getting stalked, uh, at work by a Gemini, or they may be threatening your job. These cards are so freaking accurate, y'all. I love this deck because I just had a Gemini threaten my job today, or threaten my company. Just I don't know why, just why you would want to threaten an innocent woman and her children, but whatever. So it could possibly be drugs. It could possibly be drugs. But from what Spirit is saying, that this person is just very delusional. So just try to ignore what they're saying to you because they're crazy and delusional. Yeah. um. Okay. Cancer. The answer is no for cancers as well. The Princess of Cups comes up. So for a majority of you guys, hard drugs is not the issue. More so emotional issues. Cancers can be so emotional. Especially we have a new moon coming up. So if you're dealing with a cancer's erratic behavior, either right now or around the time frame of November, whenever you watch this video, it's because it's that extreme emotional cancer. And I feel like what they're doing is they're accusing you of doing something that you're not. And they're laying it on you extra thick. And, they're having this conversation with you about something that you did that never happened. And it's like, what is wrong with you? So it's that emotional cancer, to where they will literally go off into an emotional psychosis. Like it's literally like something that's not there, but it exists to them. but it's actually not there. Now, they could possibly be drinking a little bit too much alcohol. Okay. They could possibly be drinking a little bit too much alcohol. Um, for the Geminis, looking at them, they may be watching a little bit too much TV, news, or social media. And for the other no answer, for the Aries, Spirit just told me this, they could be having, they could be very sedentary. They're not really getting enough exercise, or either something about their key energy, like it's not something about their key, something about their kundalini, okay, which is a spiritual thing. All of it is spiritual. But yeah, if you have a Gemini, this Gemini is literally delusional because they watch way too much social media. Or they may watch the news or a lot, and so they seem to be very down and depressed and just about to, fall off of the deep end. Same thing with the Cancers. Cancers actually could be drinking a little too much, okay? And it's making them go off into like this drunk psychosis or whatever, to where things that actually don't exist, like, and they're just like, oh, I know you did this. I know this is what's going on. I know you're cheating on me. I know you stole this from me. They may have misplaced the object, and they've been blaming you for like 3 hours, and you don't have anything to do with it. You're like, what the hell? But it's not hard drugs. It's just that emotional cancer. Cancers can actually be very paranoid. That's why they depict the Cancers as the moon card, because the moon can represent paranoia. And so even though Cancers are natural psychics, they can be off sometimes. So this person, they may just be paranoid and having some kind of emotional delusion, but it's not hard drugs. Spirits, give me some clarity advice for the Cancers. So the Prince of Cups comes up. My suggestion with dealing with this person is to just let them know, hey, listen, I care about you. I don't want to get into it with you. Maybe put up your boundaries and say, listen, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'll talk to you later when you're feeling better. Okay. And, if it's somebody that you care about, just let them know, hey, you may also need to communicate with them that they need to slow down on drinking alcohol. If they are drinking alcohol, let them know that they need to slow down and that they need to lay off of it, because I feel like Cancers can really, really cut people very deeply with their words. They can cut people very deeply. Okay. And let them know that, they're going too far. They're doing harm to you emotionally because they're tripping, and just let them know that they may be hurting your feelings, because Cancers can really hurt your feelings. They really can. Okay. All right. Hey, V Dub Boogie. Hello. These are really interesting readings. Moving on to the Leo. Unfortunately, we got a yes answer for the Leos. We got the Judgment card in the reverse position. So a lot of y'all may be dealing with a Leo that has done some kind of hard drug. I definitely do feel as though it is either crack, either crack cocaine, or could be a really, really major hard drug that they are on, and they are hitting rock bottom. A lot of you may be dealing with a Leo that is hitting rock bottom. Or they may not have access to drugs. They may not have the money for the drugs. They may be shoplifting. I feel like, I can see a lot of Leos that are on drugs out there boosting and things of that nature. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good. Okay, spirits, give me some advice and clarity for the Leos. It's time for them to go ahead and go. They need to go ahead and go to rehab. It's time. They've hit rock bottom. You see this card right here? They done hit rock bottom. Okay, because they're actually in some kind of psychosis, to where they're going to be willing to do anything to get their hands on whatever this is, including There have been drug addicts that have tried to rob stores or rob people and they've been killed. So it's definitely time. If I were you guys, I would encourage this person to go to rehab. Also schedule some kind of intervention. Don't give them any money for drugs either. Okay. I do natal charts, V-Dub Boogie. Yep. Leos need some help. They do. For a majority of them, they got some kind of drug addiction and it could be pills. I mean, it could be any number of hard drugs, but I think definitely for the Leos, they get ready to get themselves in some kind of trouble, which drug addicts rarely do they kick the habit just by going to jail. Like, because really when they're in jail, they can still get their hands on drugs, actually, from what I heard. So I feel that they need to get into some kind of treatment center ASAP. Okay. And if you are a Leo that's on drugs, I highly recommend for you to get to a, some kind of rehabilitation center. Anybody that's on a hard drug. Okay, moving on to the Virgos. Virgos got the 9 of Pentacles in the upright position. No, they're not on hard drugs. Virgos are literally focused on their paper. Virgos they are focused on their money. So a lot of y'all may feel like, oh, the Virgos are becoming very withdrawn. It's like it's a totally different person. It could be scaring you guys, and you may be on the defense about it. Listen, I have a Virgo moon, and I can honestly tell you that it's a healthy thing. I feel like a lot of Virgos are kind of off to themselves. They want to just be alone, so that they can, manifest, heal. I feel like a lot of Virgos are healing right now. And so if you're wondering if Virgo is on drugs, the answer is no. In fact, you may just be on drugs yourself and projecting to Virgo. Virgo is handling their business. They may have something coming up. Virgos is worried about their paper. That's what they focused on, and they ain't giving a damn about nobody except for maybe their children, because that's who they're supposed to be focused on. I feel like I can see for a lot of you Virgos, I feel like I can see some grown man like hanging on to you, just like and they got problems, and you like, look, I can't talk to you right now. Like, I can't talk to you right now. Like I'm trying to handle my business, and you got some codependent person that's really, really running up your butt. Okay. Spirits, give me some clarity advice for the Virgos. Yeah, there's an air sign or either a water sign, in particular a Scorpio, that seems to be running down this Virgo individual. They're busy. And then also they're trying to get away from all of the drama. The death card in the reverse position represents drama that people don't want to deal with. Okay. And then the 8 of Cups, they're trying to get their money together is what they're doing. So they're walking away. Okay. All right, moving on to the Libras. If you're dealing with a Libra, the answer is yes, they are on some kind of hard drug. I feel as though the 4 of Wands comes up because I feel that it has something to do with either a significant other, or either it could be that you're a child of a Libra that has a drug addiction to some kind of hard drug. Give me some clarity, spirits. Wow, these readings are very interesting, and they are giving me some clarity. Okay, so 7 of Swords comes up, the Emperor comes up, and then the 9 of Swords comes up. What I can sense is that there's an addiction that is so bad, but I feel like for a lot of y'all, it is like an ex that's co-parenting, is what I'm hearing from spirit, and the drug addiction has actually gotten quite scary, because of the odd and erratic behavior. And what I can sense is definitely Definitely what I can sense is like an upper, like crystal meth, or either some kind of either one, some kind of upper. It's definitely not heroin or anything like that. But I feel like it's been making Libras extremely agitated, and it's been kind of scaring the people around them. If you're a Libra, please go and get some help. And then also it could be pills as well, is what Spirit is telling me. But the Emperor comes up in the middle because I feel like there's some decisions that are being made that are going to be very tough surrounding whoever this Libra is, to get this person in rehab. And I feel like, Libra, if you are on heavy drugs, now the children are starting to be afraid of you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Very in red beard. Yeah. Okay, moving on to the Scorpios. For the Scorpios, the answer is no. But I do believe you guys got the Prince of Swords in the reverse position. But I do believe that there is possibly some kind of mental illness that is being played out, in particular, obsessive compulsive disorder. Oh, obsessive compulsive disorder can be a beast. That's the first thing. Obsessive thoughts, obsessive negative thoughts, uh, insomnia, but it's not drugs for a majority. Now, it could be for some of you, but like I said, all of, you may have to, okay, give me some clarity. Give me some clarity. Because some people, they don't have to be on drugs to be cray cray. I know that when I go into my crazy moods, I'm definitely not on any drugs. Okay, so the Princess of Wands comes up to clarify in the reverse position. The Empress comes up upright, and then the Hanged Man reverse. So what this tells me is that um, it seems to be trickling down to, like, it's affecting a lot of you Scorpios at work. It's affecting your work performance. And so a lot of you guys have been getting dinged at work, and you've been getting in trouble at work because there's something that you guys have been focused on that's not important. I feel like the Hanged Man in the upright position is where, I'm sorry, it's actually reversed, the Hanged Man reverse. A lot of you guys just really need to do some meditating and ground yourself. Now, there are some people that they just don't take to meditation, and they will go and they will see therapists. So if you guys feel that you need to be in therapy, that's fine, or either some kind of medication. But I'm telling you that meditation actually works. I was having a moment the other night to where I was listening to something and it just started making me feel sick inside. And I said, I cannot do this. I felt like my brain cells were just dying. And I felt like if I didn't stop paying attention to that situation, that it was going to literally shut my brain down. And, y'all probably know what I'm talking about. I think that some people are not mentally stable enough to, okay, let me reword that. There are some people that are not aware enough to walk away and to stop listening to negative things all the time. Okay, and it affects their daily relationship. So right off the bat, I can tell that it could also be that a lot of you guys are obsessing over what you're seeing in the news or either in social media. Take a break. Take a break, get some meditation, get yourself grounded. At least take a break, or either just separate yourself from that altogether. I've actually seen certain situations, even some channels on YouTube that will literally create OCD or either certain people's energy. Drama can be an addiction as well. Okay. So, whenever you're so focused on drama all the time, it can be very addicting and it can change your perception. Okay. All right. Sagittarius is y'all got the Ace of Swords in the upright position. So I would say no to the Sagittariuses. But I will tell you that Sagittariuses, they moving on. I feel like a lot of Sagittariuses are moving forward. They are cutting ties with certain things. They don't care. It's not important. They've got projects and stuff that they are working on. Sometimes social media can be a drug. It depends on what you're watching in social media, though. Like if you're watching my channel, you Gucci. If you watching some of these drama channels and these beef channels, I mean, I don't even have to tell you how it's very negative to be watching that kind of stuff. So I ain't been watching. I don't watch and I don't listen. And if I do, I got Kali Ma playing in the background and only for like a couple of minutes. So you got to sometimes slowly wean yourself off of that. Okay. Some people have an addictive personality. It's not necessarily that social media is the drug, it's just how you react to it. For me, I'm not necessarily focused on it. I don't care. And so Sagittariuses have become very withdrawn. For the most part, they just don't care. They're just like, God, I just want to be left alone. I'm cutting you off. Spirits, give me some clarity. And I can see air, and earth. Yeah, they're trying to cut the cord with it. I feel like a lot of Sagittariuses are trying to move forward towards better relationships, towards more healthy relationships. Okay. They're trying to cut ties with some negative situations. And so it's nothing necessarily wrong with them. It's not drugs, it's just that they done with it. Okay, it's not even a mental illness. They're like it because if you're into something and another person is not into it, and they come to you and they're like, oh, I want to talk to you about this, and they're like, oh, what the hell are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? They like that's not important to me. And so it may be causing some friction with friendships because they're like, I don't care about this. This is stupid. This is not important. And then it's all about priority. I'm sorry, a stupid drama or a stupid beef in social media is not important. Okay. There's people right now that are trying to get ready for Christmas. They're trying to get ready for the holidays. There are people that are trying to get money in to pay their bills. Nobody cares about that. It's not important. This stupid drama, who cares? If you start to put drama before your responsibilities, you're going to lose. Okay. So, yeah. And so my Neptune is in Sagittarius actually, and I'm feeling the same exact way. The same exact way. So I totally get you, Sag, because it's like, you know, I just don't care. And you've dealt with somebody that you know that you can't trust. And it's time to move on. It is. It's time to move on from people that you can't trust. I know that's exactly what I'm doing. I don't even care anymore. So yeah, that's what's going on. And so I would suggest, like, I feel like if you're still pursuing and trying to get at a Sagittarius, you're just going to have that energy reflected back to you because they don't care. Okay. Moving on to the Capricorns, got the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position. It's not drugs. It's again, the Capricorn. I feel like some of y'all have been thinking, what is wrong with this Capricorn? It's not necessarily drugs. I mean, it could be, these readings are not, they're general readings. Okay. But from what I can see, the answer is no. But Capricorns are just not making you a priority. Again, you are not a priority. They are trying to pay their bills. They are trying to get themselves together. They're trying to heal themselves. They don't care about none of that other crap. They are prioritizing and they have put you at the bottom of the totem pole. your feelings. They don't care. They feel like you and your drama possibly have caused issues or maybe drama from people around you. They've got other stuff to do. And see, this is what I'm talking about. I feel like this is what the Cappies are saying. Cappies are saying, I've got financial responsibilities, or Capricorns are healing themselves, right? And so they're putting themselves first. They're putting their priorities first. Nobody wants to sit around and argue with somebody that doesn't have the same responsibilities, that has the time to sit around and argue about crap. And you can tell people that don't have any responsibilities, or they just don't care about themselves, staying involved in drama. So I don't feel that the Capricorns are on there or on drugs at all. Okay, for a majority of them, they are prioritizing and you are not a priority, or they're not prioritizing the same thing. Basically, they don't give a damn about what you give a damn about. So they've become very withdrawn. They've started to avoid your calls. I feel like we're dealing with a very obsessive water sign, earth sign, or either an air sign that is obsessing over what is going on with Capricorn, but they're just sick of your drama. And they got other stuff to focus on. In fact, nobody wants to just sit and focus on drama that means nothing. Okay? It's the truth. And I've noticed people that like to stay involved in drama and always dealing with some drama. They always try to make it seem like, oh, my life is all gravy. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but yet they're threatening you. Like, well, if your life is so wonderful, why are you threatening me? If your life is so wonderful and I'm just a failure in life, why are you threatening me? Why would you need to do that? Why would you need to get at me if obviously if your life is so wonderful? But it's not about life being wonderful. It's about responsibilities. It's about responsibility. Nobody wants to end up in the poorhouse. Nobody wants to miss any meals. Nobody wants to have their lights or their gas or their water shut off. Nobody wants that. People have to prioritize. Okay, seriously. All right. Moving on to the Aquarius is now the Aquarius has actually got a yes answer. So this is where you could possibly be dealing with a drug addicted Aquarius. I feel like if you're dealing with a drug addicted Aquarius, they are cheating and they are doing strange things for a piece of change. So just keep that in mind. People that are drug addicted contract viruses and STDs all the time. Protect yourselves. Because a lot of times when a person is on hard drugs, they don't care about how they get it as long as they get it. So if you are in a 2 to 3 year, physical relationship with an Aquarius, you may be an earth sign, you may be a water sign. You may want to, next time that person pops up wanting to get intimate with you, I would tell them no. Anybody that I suspect is on drugs, if you even acting funny towards me, I'm not gonna have sex with you. Y'all need to pay attention to this. This is very important. I knew there was a reason why I was doing these readings. You may end up with a something potentially life-threatening happening to you, is what I'm specifically. Now, this is for everybody, but for some reason specifically, what I can see with this Two of Pentacles is instability intimately. And I feel as though a lot of you guys, if you're watching this reading, you're dealing with an Aquarius that has another sexual partner, but their sexual partner is on drugs and they're having sex with somebody else that could potentially have contracted something. What they do is they meet up with this person, they do drugs, they have sex, and then that person comes back and has sex with you. That's the number one way people contract STDs. Protect yourself and don't have sex with that person. I know I'm celibate until I get handfasted. I'm celibate and I'm not having any sexual intercourse of any kind. Not oral, not anything. I'm not having any kind of sex with anybody unless I know for a fact that they are clean. If I see them hanging around other drug addicts or other people that may be that might be messed up, I won't be having, I'm celibate. Okay. So that's what I would do. I feel like I can sense an earth sign that's kind of concerned about that. And see, just because you may have had sex with them a couple of times since they contracted something doesn't mean that you're going to necessarily get it. But don't chance it, because this person is definitely hot. Something ain't right. Yeah, I'm not having sex with anybody. I don't trust nobody right now. Nah, nah. I won't be doing anything with you. Not ever. Not ever. Sorry. Nope. I like having my health. And it just, especially when you see people that are behaving very erratically, that possibly could be on drugs. People that are on drugs will sometimes have sex with other people to get access with drugs, and those people that they have sex with might be carrying some kind of disease. I'm not having sex with you. So love yourself and protect yourself. Okay. I don't trust nobody. I'm done. I'm done trusting anybody. I'm tired of it. People are selfish when they're wrapped up in their crap, when they're wrapped up in their psychoses. And I got way too much going on in my life right now. I'm sorry. And I'm not going to trust nobody to tell them what's going on in my life. I will handle it on my own. I always have, and I always win. So it is what it is. Okay. All right. Moving on to the Pisceans. Pisces got the Seven of Cups in the reverse position. So no, the Pisces is not on drugs. They just don't care about you. Again, this is another person that has identified you as being you're an emotional blockage. They feel like the things and the energy that you bring into their life affects them negatively and emotionally. And so they may be avoiding your calls. They may have blocked your number. They may have even ghosted you. Some of y'all have been ghosted by these people. If a Pisces is avoiding you, it is because they feel that you have bad energy and they're protecting themselves. They're trying to manifest something. They feel that you are kind of delusional. This is either an earth sign or possibly another water sign. They feel that you're delusional. They feel that you're not you're not on their level, and they don't want anything to do with you at this point. I'm sorry, I hate to tell y'all that. But sometimes it's not them, it's you. They just don't want nothing to do with you. That, and let me throw some clarity. I hate to be mean like that, but you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I noticed that people were just playing around, people just playing around, and yeah, they don't trust you. They cut you off. You've been cut off. They said, "Look, I can't do this anymore. You're bringing way too much drama into my life. I feel like I'm thinking about too much of your personal problems." And then they may even be thinking that you're a narcissist. And also, Pisces may be having some financial challenges and they're trying to deal with it, and they feel as though you're an obstacle. They feel as though they don't have time to deal with that. This right here tells me time. They're meditating. You see what this person is doing? This person is meditating. Okay. So they don't want to be bothered. They're trying to manifest something. Okay. And especially right now, there's a lot of people that have past due bills to pay. And you got these people just running around here freelance, just, and it really irritates people when people do that. I'm gonna tell you, you wanna lose somebody for life, irritate them during a time where they may be going through financial difficulty. They're gonna look at you forever as a fool. They're gonna be like, this person is folly, they foolish. I got business to take care of. I like having my warm house to live in. I like having my creature comforts. Bye. Okay, so now they're not on drugs. They just kind of, because y'all looking at them like, why are they so aloof? Why they won't talk to me? Because you are probably involved in way too much drama, or either they feel as though you have blocked them. Like, I will admit, guys, that there are some people that can come into your life and they will be a blockage. And so my suggestion to the Pisceans is for y'all to just go in hermit mode. Just go in hermit mode and you'll manifest what you need to manifest. Okay. All right, last but not least, Ophiuchus. Y'all got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse position. So this is a yes answer. If you are Ophiuchus, there's obviously a drug addiction. Okay. Now, again, if you have to go and look it up, I can't look it up right now. But I feel like the Six of Pentacles in the reverse position represents where if you're Ophiuchus, you're borrowing a lot of money from people, you're doing scams and stuff. Well, so to the people on the outside, and so this could either be Scorpio or Ophiuchus. You just have to look up your date of birth, or their date of birth. Okay. They are on drugs. Their erratic behavior is caused by them being on drugs. And I feel like this person is also being pimped. I can sense a pimp with that Six of Pentacles in the reverse position. Okay. I feel like, but at the very least, I feel like, if it's a roommate or something, and like they don't have their half of the rent or something or the mortgage, it's because they've been spending it on drugs. They've relapsed. Okay. This tells me that this person just recently relapsed. Okay. So they got back on drugs. Okay. Let me throw some more cards. Yeah, I'm avoiding everybody. I don't want to talk to you unless it's a client. I'm only talking to clients. I'm not, and my children, obviously. Uh, yeah. I think that would be best. I think that would be best. Okay. People will try to steal your joy. People will try to, especially a drug addict, because I'm staying away from drug addicts and crazy people. No, thank you. I don't want anything to do with you. Okay. Not right now, because these are the people that can ruin your life. Like literally, they're causing so much instability in people's lives, especially if you're a sensitive person, especially if you can be affected energetically very easily. Nobody has time for that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I wish I would be sitting up here running around here with homeless kids over a drug addict. You're not going to get that off on me. I don't think so. Or either a crazy person. I'm sorry. Not going to do it. Hey, Kiki. Hello. All right, spirits, what advice do you want to give to the people that are looking at Ophiuchus? Okay, yeah. See, the Sun card reversed, the Papist, which is the High Priestess, is reversed, and yeah, whoever this person is, I mean, it seemed like to me y'all need to grab y'all ink or y'all crucifixes, because keep in mind that people that are drug addicted, it is demonic. It's a demon connected to that, and you got to protect yourself, because they'll mess you all up. Okay. Okay, y'all. I am about to go. I hope that I was able to help somebody. I'm sorry. If you are somebody that is on drugs and you're displaying erratic behavior and you're literally, having everybody up and down, up and down, up and down, expect for people to walk away from you. Expect for people to not want to talk to you or deal with you. This usually what ends up happening, because people have to protect themselves. And not only just themselves, but people have to protect their energy, their health. I know that I can tell you that dealing with something as extreme as either a drug addiction or either some kind of mental or emotional illness, it can actually cause your health problems, and you just be feeling all just and just God, and it affects your performance at work. It affects the way that you feel. So if you're bringing that kind of energy to somebody and they don't want it, and it's just not good for them, please understand that people are going to walk away from you and they're not going to care. Okay. And so anyway, it is what it is. I highly encourage you, if you are addicted to some kind of hard drug other than marijuana, or if you are addicted to alcohol, please go and seek help, please. Because you are trying to ruin people's lives because of your addiction. and you're threatening to ruin people's lives because of your addiction. And that's not fair to them. So while you're ruining their life, what do you think you're going to do? You're going to come back in a couple of years and say, I apologize for, causing, very deep damage to your life. I'm sorry that I made you lose your job. I'm sorry that I did this, this, and that. No, you can't do that because people will not forgive you. I know that if anybody causes my children any kind of pain or causes me any kind of pain or tries to interfere, exactly, or tries to interfere with our security in our home, I am never going to forgive that person ever. No, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Um, Myself and my family, my children are number one. Okay. So, I think that, typically when a drug addict is in there, when they are in the whole storm of it all, it's very difficult and they will drag others down with them. Okay. Just like that movie, Never Die Alone. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. I will see y'all later. Like I said, if you guys need to reach me for private readings, drug addicts can really, really hurt you. While they're in their psychoses and their drug psychoses, they may say horrible things to you. There's healing for you. You guys can come to me if you guys need strength because obviously we care about these people for us to even be talking about them. But, once you cut the cord, you have to now fix and repair the damage that they have caused you. So if you guys need me, all of my links are below in my contact information. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. All right, guys. I'll see y'all later. Love and light and over and out. Bye-bye.